Alrighty guys, what is up? We got another video here today. I want to give a quick shout out to Fuzzy. Uh, he posted a video yesterday talking in like his little news stories, talking about the 2020 uh, uh, what was it? MLB's 2020 season predictions, like the records and everything, not like who's gonna win what and all that other shit. So I have mine here because some of them seemed like a little to me. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make my own. So I did it just 20, 30 minutes ago, maybe more. We'll say an hour. We'll say an hour. So I did that, and yeah. So I have my little cheat sheets right here. So I'll put that right there so I could see it. Got my drink. And I'm about to finish it. So, we're going to start off with the AL, go through everything, go to the NL, go through everything. I'll talk a couple of seconds here and there about everybody and why I think they're going to be where they are. And what I did is I also put my prediction, and then on the other side I put the MLB's prediction. And I'm going to go through that as well. So, starting it off with the AL East, we have the Yankees winning the East, the AL East. I have them at a 105-57 record, while MLB had them at, what was it, 99? Yeah, about a 99 and a 63. I may have messed up the numbers because I was like going back and forth between the two. I apologize. But anyways, so the MLB had them at 99 and 63. I have them at 105 and 57. Because last year they won, 103 games, and they were playing with basically a bunch of minor leaguers. You're going to have everybody back healthy. Sure, you don't have Hicks for a couple months, and you don't have Paxton for the first month and a half, right? So I don't see why they wouldn't be able to win more than 100 games, especially with what they did last year. Next, I have the Rays. MLB had them at 87 and 75. I put them at 85 and 77. I don't really know. I don't think the Rays can do much. They got rid of Tommy Pham, who was their second best outfielder in comparison to Kevin Kiermaier. And they got rid of one of their best relievers as well, in Emilio Pagan. So, I don't know. Maybe they can win more. Next, in third place, I have the Boston Red Sox. I put them at an 82 and 80. MLB put them at 85 and 77. I still don't think that they can win that many games. I mean, if they do, good for them. But I don't know. With losing Mookie, one of their top hitters, right, going to the Dodgers, and then you lose David Price, your number 2 starter, essentially. I mean, I don't know. And who knows what Chris Sale is going to look like this year. I hope he has a better year. Without a doubt, I hope he has a better year. But, I don't know. Can he pull it off and have a better year? In fourth place, I have the Blue Jays. Sorry, Kevin. With 80 and 82, and MLB had them at 77 and 85. So you basically just flip the Red Sox kinda the numbers. Anyways, so I have the Jays in fourth. They got Hyun-Jin Ryu, cool. I don't think they signed much else really. They got Breivik Valera. He's gonna be there. He's a nice contact hitter. But that's about it. And then in last place, obviously, I have the Orioles at 65 and 97, where the MLB had them at 63 and 99. I think they can pull something off. I don't think they're that terrible of a team because they're so young, but they're a pretty bad team. Yeah. All right, on to the Central. We got the Twins. I have the Twins taking the Central very easily, especially adding Josh Donaldson. That just solidifies the thing even more. And I think they also have Kenta Maeda in the bullpen, who I love personally as a non-Yankee pitcher. So, yeah, I think he could be pretty good for them, especially in the reliever spot. So, I have them at 101 and 61 versus the 93 and 69 that the MLB gave them. So, I definitely think that they could take the division. Next, I have the White Sox. Now, surprisingly, I have the White Sox. Sure, their pitching's not the greatest, but their offense is insane. They got Grandal, they got Encarnacion, they got Mazzara, who I think could be decent. I don't know where, but I think he could be decent. They also have their backup catcher, James McCann, for Grandal, but I think they're going to trade him somewhere. Maybe not right now, maybe in the off season, or not the off season, the trade deadline. Third place, I have the Indians. Sorry, Fuzzy. I have them at 83 and 79. MLB put them at 86 and 76. I don't think that they're gonna do much, really. You know, I think that they're gonna get overtaken by the White Sox. I don't think the Twins or the White Sox are gonna overtake the Twins, but I definitely think the White Sox can overtake the Indians easily. Now, yes, they still have Lindor, but that remains to be seen for however much longer the till the season starts. In fourth place, I have the Royals. Now, what I did with this one is the MLB had Tigers then Royals, I believe. Yeah, they had Tigers then Royals. I have Royals then Tigers, so I think the Royals easily could beat out the Tigers. Right? The Royals not that good, but honestly, I don't see why they can't beat out the Tigers. I really don't. So I have them at 70 and 92, where MLB had them at 68 and 94. So, again, I don't know. And then we got the Tigers. I put them at 59 and 103, where MLB had them at 69 and 93. They haven't really done... The Tigers didn't really do much this offseason, where I'm like, yeah, they could start, coming up. So, with what? Signing like 2-3 guys to 1-year deals, it's not enough for me. Moving over to the West. Sadly, I do have winning the division, the Astros. I know. Sorry. I do think that they can run away with the division again, but I have them going 95 and 67, only because, here's the thing. They do have a good team still, but they lost... No, they kept Maldonado. I think they lost Chirinos. They lost Cole. They lost, the fuck's his name? Can't think of his name. The only guy they really kept, I think, was Joe Smith and Maldonado. So you didn't really improve. You had this whole cheating shit going on. And no, I'm not wearing an Astro shirt. It's my work shirt. No, I don't work for an elevator company, but it's just a work shirt. So, anyways. So, there's that. I really don't think that, they're gonna progress much longer. Because you got a manager. I think they got a GM. Same goes for the Red Sox. They got a manager and a GM. I believe. Right? So, you lost what you had. Right? Same with the Mets, but the Mets wasn't as bad. They got better by a little bit. Just a little bit. Anyways, so yeah. But I still think that they're going to win the division easily. In second place, I have the A's. Oh, wait, I don't know if I said it. So, Astros, I have 95 and 67. MLB had them at 98 and 64. I don't know if I said that. So, just putting that out there. A's, I have in second place at 93 and 69 versus the MLB's 87 and 77. I still think that the A's are a good team to beat out the Angels. The Angels, they need pitching. They need pitching badly. They lost out on Cole, lost out on Ryu. They got Rendon, which is good. But do you really think Ohtani, with Ohtani being their ace, right? Do you really think that Ohtani, Trout, and Rendon are going to propel them to beat the A's, who are honestly a much better team. You have Matt Olson, who rakes. You have Raymond Luriano, who's basically a lower budget Mike Trout, kind of. He doesn't really have the hitting that Mike Trout does, but he definitely has the defense. You have Matt Chapman, Marcus Semien. Sorry. I was joking there. You have Chris Davis, who hopefully has a better season. You have, you lost Blake Trinan. That's no big deal. But I still think that the A's can beat out the Angels easily. Easily. Like, if I had a bet right now, $5,000 on second place, any second place team. So, right now, all the second place teams we were talking about, Rays easily, White Sox probably easily, A's easily, hands down. You know, you get the point. So, again, I have them at 93 and 69 versus MLB's 87 and 77. Next, I do have the Angels coming in third. I have them at finishing at 500, 81 and 81. Sorry, Cougs. Sorry, Gunsky. I don't think your Angels are that good enough to beat the A's. You got Trout, you got Rendon, you got Ohtani. That's kind of all you got going for you. Sure, you got a couple lower end pitchers. I think Tehran will be good, without a doubt, but I don't think he'll be as good as he was with the Braves. I think he'll probably even out a little bit. And then you got Bundy. Oh boy, Bundy. Dylan Bundy. Ooh. I'm sorry, I just don't like Dylan Bundy. I don't think he's going to pan out the way that they probably think he is. But they do have Joe Madden, who's a good manager. And that's about it, really. So, I have the Angels at 81 and 81 versus the MLB's 87 and 75. Don't think that they're going to win 87 games. I still think they're a long way away with their pitching and bullpen. In fourth place, I have the Rangers at 77 and 85 versus the MLB's 73 and 89. I do think the Rangers are going to be good. They got the Todd father. They got Greg Bird. Woo! Hey, Ranger fans, let me know how Greg Bird pans out in spring training, because, what was it, the first week of spring training last year, he fucking dropped something on his foot, and he was out the entire You dropped something on your foot, Greg Bird. And you're out for the entire fucking season. Not one appearance was made. Not one. How the fuck does that happen? This guy is so injury prone. This guy is worse than Jacoby Ellsbury, and Jacoby Ellsbury hasn't played since 2017. But that's a video for another day between those two cocksuckers. And then you got the Mariners coming in last with 60 and 102 versus the MLB's 66 and 96. The Mariners are a long way away. They don't have pieces. I think they just lost Haniger to injury. So that's going to allow prospects and stuff to go through. They have the one boy that I like, Dan Vogelbach, the tank hitting machine, Dan Vogelbach. And that's about it, really. And then Kyle Seager, who's pretty good as well. But I don't think that they're going to win 69 games. Or what was it? No, 66 games, I'm sorry. 66. All right, so that's going to finish out the AL. Now we go on to the NL. NL East, they had the Mets winning the division. Okay, let me ask you this. Who the fuck in their right mind put this out for MLB? You have the Mets winning the division. Now, don't get me wrong. The Mets are a competitive team, right? The Mets are very competitive. But how are they more competitive than the Braves, who have an outfield of Ronald Acuna Jr., Marcell Ozuna, and I believe Nick Markakis, I want to say. Yeah, Nick Markakis. How? What? How do you have the Mets beating out that outfield? Now, don't get me wrong. I could very well be wrong, and the Mets could easily win the division. You know? But I don't think the Mets are going to beat out the division. Oh, and I also forgot to mention, for Oh no, I didn't mention it yet, did I? No, I didn't. Okay. Never mind. Put that thought on hold. Anyways, so I have the I have the Braves winning the division at 103 and 59 versus the 83 and 79 that the MLB gave them. I'm sorry. Yes, their starting pitching is going to be a problem, but they got Soroka, who's a very good pitcher, and in the bullpen, they have one of the top relievers in baseball. He got overlooked because he was in San Francisco, but now that he's with a competitive team, maybe he won't get overlooked. In Will Smith, in terms of MLB The Show, he's one of the nastiest lefties I like. Like, every time I see him in BR, boom, take him. Why? Because he's that good. He's that good. Josh Hader, he's good, but I don't really like him. And then you have, what's his name? Chapman, he's good, but he can get wild because he's a flamethrower, so he doesn't have the control. But Will Smith is such a good pitcher. Anyways, so that's that with the Braves. The Mets, I do have the Mets coming in second over the Nats. So the Mets will be winning 86 and 76 versus the MLB's 88 and 74. Sorry, Mark. But, oh, by the way, Daddy Dim was probably going to be proud of me because I have his Braves winning the division. Anyways, Mets. Giraffe Neck Mark's not going to be happy about that. 86 and 76. But I do have them coming in second. Versus, like I said, the MLB's 88 and 74. The Mets, all they got was Betances. They didn't really do much. You got DeGrom, you got Syndergaard. You got Marcus Stroman. I don't like Marcus Stroman. Everybody's like, oh, he's such a good pitcher. I guess maybe he's a good pitcher. He just has to be on a better team maybe than Toronto. So hopefully I could get to see his full seasons in the Mets uni because, watching him with the Blue Jays, he wasn't that good in my opinion. Anyways, so yeah, the only thing that the Mets did to improve this offseason was adding, what's his name? Betances from the Yankees. Fuck you, Mark. That's all I gotta say. Fuck you, Mark. No, I'm kidding. Giraffe Neck Mark is one of my favorite YouTubers, so yeah. Anyways, besides that, next I have the Nats coming in third at 83 and 79 versus the 87 and 75 that they had. They lost Rendon. They got Castro as like their third baseman along with somebody else, I forget who. Asdrubal, that's who it is. Asdrubal and Castro, and then like a couple other guys. They have Strasburg, so that's good. But I don't think that they're going to be what they did last year. I don't see it happening, but that's just me. So yeah. Then fourth place, Mark, you'll probably love me for this. I got the Phillies in fourth place again. I have them at 77 and 85. I thought 77, which is what the MLB gave them. I thought that was a fair enough thing. I do think that they could win more, but I don't know how much more because they got Didi. They're gonna get Kutch. I don't see them being competitive over the Mets and the Braves. Maybe the Nationals, but I don't see it. And then in last place, I have the Marlins. I gave them a couple more wins because they did make some good signings this offseason. They got VR. He got out of the Orioles, so maybe he'll perform a little bit better. I feel like if VR went to like the Yankees, the Mets, the Red Sox, the Dodgers even, if he went to a competitive team, he would shine. Right? That's me talking, but I have them at 73 and 89 versus the MLB's 71 and 91. So they got VR, they got Dickerson, who's very good, in my opinion. He's not like a great outfielder, but he's decent compared to what they have. So that is the NL East. Moving on to the NL Central. I believe they had MLB had the Reds winning the division. Yeah, they had the Reds winning the division. But I have the Cardinals winning the division at 87 and 75 versus the 80-82 that the MLB gave them. Cardinals, sure, they lost Ozuna, but I do think that they could win the division easily. But somebody who's sneaking up on them more easily than anything is the Reds. because they got Nick Castellanos, they have Eugenio Suarez, they have an aging Joey Votto, they have a great rookie in second-year rookie in Aristides Aquino. So I have them at 84 and 78 versus the MLB's 86 and 76. That's all I have to say about that. Next, I have the Cubs. Right? Yeah. Cubs 81 and 81 versus the MLB's 85 and 77. And then I have the Pirates at 67 and 95 versus the MLB's 70 and 92. The Pirates aren't doing shit. Let's be honest. Wait, did I mention? I think I missed a team. Yeah, I definitely missed the team. Missed the Brewers. I just realized that. Got the Yankees, Rays, Red Sox, Blue Jays, Orioles. Twins, White Sox, Indians, Royals, Tigers, Astros, A's, Angels, Rangers, Brewers. That's 15. Braves, Mets, Nats, Phillies, Marlins. It's 20. Cardinals, Reds, Cubs, Pirates. It's 25. D-backs, or Dodgers, D-backs, Padres, Rockies, Giants. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's okay. So in the NL Central, okay. So my mistake. I missed the Brewers. I would put the Brewers as the third place team over the Cubs because I have the Cubs coming in at 500, 81 and 81. So I don't know what the MLB put them at. I will put that in the description for my thing of the Brewers. So look for that in the description. Cubs, like I said, 81 and 81 versus the MLB's 85 and 77. I do think they are going to trade Chris Bryant without a doubt. Whether he goes to the Yankees, the Braves, the Phillies, the Mets, the Dodgers, wherever he goes, I do think they are going to trade him. And then losing the division, like I said, 67 and 95 with the Pirates, and then 70 and 92 versus the MLB's 70 and 92. The Pirates, let's be honest, the Pirates aren't doing shit. Pirates aren't doing jack shit. That's that. And then in the West, we have the Dodgers winning 101 and 61 versus the MLB's 103 and 59. I do think that they are going to be good. You have Kershaw as your 1, Buehler as your 2, Price as your 3. That's a pretty good 1, 2, 3. Then the bullpen, it's a little iffy, but they did add Blake Trinan. Now, if you're getting 2019 Blake Trinan, they don't know what they're getting, though. Are they going to get 2019 Blake Trinan, or are they going to get 2018 Blake Trinan? You know, it's right? So you got that. Then you have the D-backs, I think, can easily overtake the Padres, because they had Dodgers, Padres, Dodgers, Padres, D-backs. I have Dodgers, D-backs, Padres. I think they could easily overtake the Padres, the Diamondbacks. They added Bumgarner. They have Marte, who broke out, and I'm hitting a plastic bag on the floor. But they added Bumgarner. They added Starling Marte. They have Ketel Marte, who broke out. I think they added a couple more guys. I think was CJ Cron part of them, or was he the Tigers? I don't know. I don't remember. But I do know that they did add Starling Marte, along with Ketel Marte. They have, who broke out last year for them, and I think he could be good. And then you got, like I said, Bumgarner, who probably will be better because it's a more competitive team. So I do have them in second with 85 and 77 versus the MLB's 79 and 83. Then you have the Padres. I have them at 75 and 87 versus the MLB's 79 and 83. They had the Diamondbacks and Padres tied. But I don't know. That's just me speaking. I don't think that they're going to be good. Still need pitching, bullpen. That's what a lot of these teams need to start being competitive. Starting bullpen. Next, I do have the Rockies as a fourth place team at 73 and 89 versus the MLB's 77 and 85. What are they gonna do? They can't. They can barely get pitchers to pitch in that park because of the what is it, the mountain range or whatever, the elevate. I know it's the elevation, but I think it's because of the mountain ranges. The elevation is really high or something. So you got that. You can't find really good pitchers. I don't think there ever will be a good Rockies pitcher. Like, the main thing Rocky players are known for is hitting. You're not gonna get a Nolan Ryan to pitch there, type pitcher to pitch there. You're not gonna get a modern day like Noah Syndergaard or Jacob deGrom play there either. You're just not, because the elevation is so high. It's hard for them to pitch. The bullpen is their bullpen is ass. Their starting rotation is pretty ass. They pissed off one of their one of their best players in Nolan Arenado. But I think he came out the other day and said there was a disconnect, which is pretty similar to pissing him off. And then that's about it. So, but I do think that they can beat out the Giants. So, like I said, I have the Rockies at 73 and 89. Right? Yeah, 73 and 89 versus the MLB 77 and 85. And then the Giants I have at 61 and 101 versus the MLB's 68 and 94. They lost Bumgarner, so best starting pitcher. They lost Will Smith, best reliever. They have Posey, who's as a catcher right now. They have a young outfielder, Mike Yastrzemski. He's going to be good. They lost Pilar. They have Billy Hamilton, though, who's a much better defender than Pilar. Ugh. But I don't think Hamilton's going to do shit hitting-wise. And maybe he'll steal them a couple bags. I don't know. I think they still have Stephen Vogt as like their backup catcher. But other than that, I don't think they're gonna go very far. Like I said, they lost Bumgarner, their best pitcher, and they lost Will Smith in their best reliever. And then, like I said, the only upside that they have as a player, in my opinion, Billy Hamilton's defense and Mike Yastrzemski being a young player. And that's about it. So, I'm going to go through everybody again. Quick rundown. Yankees, Rays, Red Sox, Blue Jays, Orioles in the East. Twins, White Sox, Indians, Royals, Tigers in the Central. Astros, A's, Angels, Rangers, Mariners in the West. And that's the AL. NL East, we have Braves, Mets, Nats, Phillies, Marlins. Central, we have Cardinals, Reds, Brewers, Cubs, Pirates. Like I said, check the description for the Brewers. In the NL West, we have Dodgers, D-backs, Padres, Rockies, and Giants. So, yeah. So, I'm going to keep these in a safe place because at the end of the season, after the World Series, come back and see what it was like. So, thank you for watching.